So, because of the whole coronavirus, no one is allowed to conjugate for funerals. Instead, people drive by the cemetery and honk their horns in respect. One man drives past blasting, another one bites the dust. The family would have been like mad, but then another car drove past playing the same song, and then another one does, and another one does, and another one drives a bus.
Oh, that was fucking terrible. Did you come up with that?
No, of course not.
Oh, fucking hell, that's alright.
Yeah, I found that on Reddit.
Oh, Jesus, still, fuck me. Welcome back. This is part 2 of Tiger King, Murder, Mayhem, Madness, Mischievous, Maltesers. And in the last episode, we touched briefly on, what happens throughout the show. We didn't touch as much as Joe Exotic on these straight husbands, but we did touch. And, mate, and do you know what's another thing as well about this fucking show that got me, right? And I can't remember if I said this off camera. His music videos are probably the most entertaining thing I've seen in a long while.
No, you did say that.
Brilliant.
On the last podcast.
Brilliant. Glad this one's gone.
It was one of the last things you said. So if you're coming straight from part 1,
yeah, if you're coming
to part 2,
we've had like a whole day's break. Like we haven't just hit unrecord and then started again. Like we've had yeah. But for people listening consecutively,
nice.
you'll get all of this magic that's going on in part 2.
Alright. So with his straight but are definitely gay boyfriends.
Wait, which one? Because there was 2 of them.
No, both of them. Just like they're like. So the first one, the one with no teeth, he seems like he's just like a meth head who just do anything for meth, and that's why he was there.
That's what he said though. Oh no, that was the other one with the weed, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the other one, I think he went there as like an innocent little boy of 19 years old, but then got addicted to drugs and got into like the romantic relationship, and then just suffered from mental health from there.
Because that's what I think really drove him off the edge, was that he was just getting sexually groomed.
Yeah, and if he was straight like he claimed, but definitely wasn't, then like it's probably like even worse because it's just something that he doesn't want to do.
Yeah, like it's literally
not saying that if you're sexually groomed and it's your desired sex that it's any better, but
no,
it probably takes
still just as
like it, but it's like it will take a psychological toll because it's probably worse in a way where he is probably struggling with his sexuality as well. It's just like another added thing because like when some people, like I've never been groomed, so I'm not talking from experience, but like when that sounds like I have and I am, but when some people are groomed, they don't realize they're being groomed. A lot of people don't.
Yeah, some people don't realize till like a decade later or 2 decades later.
Yeah, and probably when he was getting groomed, he was probably thinking, "Oh, I am gay, but I don't feel like I am gay."
Yeah, 100%.
Because he said that he was having sex with all the other women that worked there.
That was the funniest bit as well. Where, not like funny, but like where the no teeth guy was just like, yeah, I had girlfriends all throughout college, and then I was banging the receptionist. I was like,
yeah, it's got. So
you're just very clearly not gay, are you? Like, it's obviously not their fault.
Was their relationship? Like, did they have full sex with him?
Well, they fucking made him tell like, what is it, like Joe Exotic's special place or something above his dick.
Privately owned or something.
Yeah, something like that. But like at the end, like you see him and he seems like he's fully come to terms with what's happened. And like
it's just a chapter he wants to close on his life.
Yeah. But that's what I mean, it's fucking heartbreaking.
But I've seen pictures of him since, and he's got like new teeth and stuff. And he's probably off meth, so he might have just turned his life around since.
But then
and if he hasn't, I'm happy for him.
Yeah, so the latest husband he's got, he's
Oh, the one that looks about 16.
yeah. So I reckon he's actually gay, but I reckon he's just money
Yeah.
grabbing. Like he's not with him for anything apart from the fucking limelight and the fame and.
I don't know though, because when he got with him, and like now even he's in prison, and he's got no money.
Yeah, but mate, look at the shows blowing up. Like he's gonna fucking get
Yeah, I
something
guess.
from it, ain't he? He's gonna be on
Well, I don't know if
interviews
it was
speaking on
you or
behalf of
someone
Joe
else.
Exotic.
I don't know if it was you or someone else, but someone told me that they're reopening the case of Carol Baskin's husband.
Yeah, they opened it up 3 days ago now, because everyone was just like, she definitely fucking chopped off her husband and fed him to the tigers. And
What if he just turns up?
but that's the thing. Like, so she forged his like will and testimony or whatever it was. And that's the
See,
bit
where
that
did
got
you
me in
find
the
this out?
first line. It was in the act of my disappearance. No one fucking writes that. No one
Where did
ever
you find
assumes
this out?
they're going to disappear. And even if you do disappear, you want to take all your shit
Fucking
with
hell.
you. Sorry, what
Where
did you
did
say?
you find this out?
What?
That she wrote that?
It's in the fucking show.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I must have just not been concentrating.
Fuck all what you said.
This is what I'm
last
saying.
episode.
No, like this is me concentrating fully. It's just me half concentrating.
Yeah, but that's what like the lawyer says, like in these 30 years or whatever it is, like he has never seen anything as weird as that.
Do you know what made me laugh? Is when they first go to meet Carol Baskin, and like he's like, "Oh, here she comes. She's dressed perfectly, and she's just dressed in like some really colourful shirt and like a fat flower crown on."
Oh mate, it's just there's so much about this show where I'm just like it really kind of upset me. Well, it never upsets me. It's just another like arrow in the quiver to how bad humanity is. And it's like
It
everyone's
makes me.
always like, oh, it's probably not their fault. They probably grew up with shitty parents. But it's like, how long can we excuse shitty parenting? Because so then what is this all like Adam and Eve, well not Adam and Eve, but the first ever people alive's fault because they were shitty parents? Like there comes a certain point where you need to change yourself.
Yes, who was the first shitty parent?
God,
Is that what you're saying?
yeah, it's just
Because if you blame they had shitty parents because they had shitty parents. 'Cause they
yeah,
had
that's
shitty
what it's
parents.
saying.
Who's
Like
the first
I
shitty
read
parents?
it like online, and everyone's like, oh, well, Joe Exotic's dad, like he didn't care that he was gay. Or he cared that he was gay, sorry, but he didn't
Oh
want him
yeah,
in
he
his
said
life.
something like when he said he was gay, he made him shake his hand in front of his mum and say he will not show up at his funeral.
Yeah, and obviously, mate, that is
That's
fucking
so deep,
heartbreaking.
man.
But I
That's
don't
so
care.
deep.
Like he's gone on to fucking. In my mind, he is just as bad as a paedophile.
Who? His dad or Joe Exotic?
Joe Exotic. He is, mate. The guy was 19. He didn't have a wit about him. Like he wasn't just even like a regular 19-year-old. He had the mentality of like a 12-year-old. You know, and he just came there and he's all
But then,
dopey
like,
and it
when
fucking led him to kill
it,
himself.
but like manipulating someone into that, it doesn't matter what age they are.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's just as bad because he was really young. Do you know what I mean? And isn't
I feel
America's
like that's
consent
not.
like
I don't
21?
feel like that doesn't matter. No, age of consent's 18 in America.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's alcohol,
Yeah.
isn't it? That's 21.
Yeah, alcohol they can't drink. Fuck them, mate. Imagine we couldn't drink until we was 21. How dead would that be,
Fuck that.
mate? But you saying that, people fucking. When did you have your first drink? I know I was like 12.
Yeah, 12, 11.
We were great parents. No, actually, I'm pretty sure I was a really small baby. I stole one of my parents' drink once.
Oh, yeah, like when I was really young, like my granddad.
But like the first time I passed out drunk, I was like 13.
I've never passed out drunk.
Nah, mate.
I've like fell
I've had some
asleep
dodgy
drunk,
days.
like on the bus or like in the Uber, but I've never like been like can't move. I'm that drunk.
Oh no, yeah, like I went to bed and just passed out instantly.
Yeah, like when I was younger and like all like my cousins, like my granddad from Guyana, like if we ever had like teething issues or like if we was ever crying, he'd just give us fucking glass of port.
Not even like a fingertip, just a glass.
Oh no, like a little shot glass. Like it's just fucking have that. Like that was his remedy, and I
Fucking
think
have that.
I mean, look at us, we're all perfect. None of us are addicted to everything in the world, are we?
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
We have no mental problems.
Cheers, Cecil. Love you, mate. Nah, I do love my granddad. Miss him loads. Rest in peace. But this is not about my granddad. This is about Tiger King. Mayhem.
Yeah, fuck your granddad.
Who are you, my nan? But no, it's just.
I wish.
And also, like, so with Carol Baskin as well. Like, she's not a good person. She's a fucking cunt. But like, her whole thing is, I need to take these tigers from bad captivity and put them put them in even smaller cages with worse conditions than they already had.
Oh mate, you told me before I watched it that this happened. She literally says they have small cages or something. Then the next shot is her doing the interview in front of a tiny fucking cage.
I know. That's what I mean. The editing done on this show is amazing because they've
they
together a
fuck
great
them on
story.
for us so many times. Like the one criticism I have is like I don't know what year shit's happening.
I think it kind of goes in chronological order, but from episode 1, that's like 2013. Like this has been like 7-8 years in the making.
Mad.
And we just binge it out in like 9 hours.
Oh, you know who, like the fucking snitch, the fat guy with the fucking shit haircut.
Wait, oh my god, the real life South Park character.
The one who snitches on him.
Yeah, that's what he looks like, a real life South Park character. That's what he looks like. He's just, and when he's on the jet ski riding through, and
my god,
I was like, what the fuck is this? Like,
oh, do you reckon he asked him for that shot?
Oh mate, I don't know. It's just he is just fucking. He's just so weird. He can't be a real person. What's his name? Like Mr. Garrett or something like that.
Garrettson or something.
Yeah, and like so he becomes an informant for the FBI, and then he just instantly tells everyone involved in the case that he's an informant.
Yeah. Oh,
that's not like that's one of the things that I kind of do think it could be a setup because, like, he told like the other three, he was like, hey, and that fucking bald guy, man, like he was just get in the bin, you deserve to die. And like in one of the interviews, like he's just there. Right, one, he's been to like prison for horrific crimes. Two, he's just come out and he don't give a shit about anything. And I honestly believe he was gonna go and kill Carol Baskin if the money was right.
I think if the other guy told him to, I reckon he would have. I reckon, like, because he say he's a handyman. Oh, mate, that's a dodgy title there.
Yeah.
Like, a handyman's like someone who just fixes stuff, but, like, I reckon he does anything this guy doesn't if he's given the right amount of money.
Yeah, because that's all he's there. Like, he's got nothing else to do. He can't get any other jobs, and this guy's giving him, like, a trailer in their fucking zoo, so he might as well do that.
I genuinely think that there was a plot to kill her, and they was all involved. But when they found out this fucking fat cunt was an informant, they then turned it around like, all right, we're gonna set him up, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then like told the FBI that he was given $3,000 because they said that I think it shows here that the money that Joe Exotic, the $3,000 that he gives him, is from the other guy that he's been the one that he forged signatures for like his governor campaign. So I reckon he just gave him the money, and they were like, all right, if the FBI asked us, I'll just be like, oh, Joe Exotic forged my signature again. We got footage of me confronting him about forging my signature for his governor campaign and him admitting to it.
Yeah, that's a strong possibility actually.
Yeah.
But that's, mate, it's just. There's not ever been a show where I've like said to people like you have to watch this. Like there's been certain shows to like my friends that have been like, oh, you would love this show, or oh, I love it, like give it a watch, I think you'd really like it. But this, I'm like to everyone, like you have to watch it.
See, when I see something that's heavily on Instagram, I'm like, okay, this is just shit for basic bitches and I won't enjoy it. Like something like Love Island.
Yeah.
But like when you told me to watch this, I was like, all right, this has some weight behind it. I'll probably watch this.
Yeah, mate, it is just you. Like I put on the first episode because I'd heard a lot about it, and I was like kind of the same. I was like, it's just gonna be shit. Like, why do I want to watch this? And then like as soon as episode 2 started, I was like, I am not going to sleep tonight. I am watching this. Like,
Yeah.
and I was just hooked, and like I might rewatch it again to just because of the entertainment I get from it. Like, I know it's bad, but it's we all do it. It's the same with shows like Jeremy Kyle or even You've Been Framed. That's just a whole show of people falling over and doing stupid shit, and it's
You know
just
what? I hate Harry Hill, but You've Been Framed won't be the same without his shit jokes.
oh yeah. I mean.
Like,
He's
Harry
not the
Hill is
best.
probably the worst comedian there is.
No. Michael McIntyre by far.
Oh no, Harry Hill's up there.
I don't
Harry
know.
Hill's
I
the
think he's
most
alright.
unfunniest person ever.
Maybe because it's just nostalgia for me. I used to watch TV Burp a lot. And
Oh, that was the worst show ever.
when you'd like just get things to fight, but it'd just be like a frying pan or a sandwich or just.
That was the only bit of comedic value I got out of that show. The rest of it was it's just really silly slapstick humor, and it's like, you're not funny, Harry Hill.
Obviously, he's
Come.
not the best comedian, but he is the best in a situation with him and Michael McIntyre. Michael McIntyre, get in the bin, get COVID-19, get leukemia. I don't care. I don't care. Come at me, Michael McIntyre. I'll do you in, you
Did you
short
get
fat
diddled
cunt.
by Michael McIntyre?
No, I'll diddle him if he carries on to these shit jokes, though.
Alright. Well, Michael McIntyre, you are hereby
Getting diddled.
wished death upon by one of the funniest cunts in the world.
Yeah, no, he's just not funny. He's just not funny one bit. You know, like, he would be funny in a situation where, like, say if you remove the audience laughter and it's just him doing a joke, you'd laugh being like, what the fuck is this? Like,
See, that's what ruined the Big Bang Theory for me, because
oh, that's
I used
weird,
to love the Big
innit?
Bang Theory. Then someone was like, watch it without the laugh track, and I watched it. I was like, all right, this show's just a bit racist.
Yeah, and it's just like
It's just a
the
bit
way they would
racist
just
and
all
just not
look
funny.
there at each other for like 30 seconds with no like
Yeah.
sound. I was just like, oh.
Well, it just made me realise that the jokes weren't funny. I was like, oh, why was I laughing at this? It's just like social influence of the crowd, the backing track.
See, that's like with Only Fools and Horses. A couple of their episodes, like their specials, they don't have an audience, and like sometimes I used to find it quite uncomfortable to watch. I was like, oh, it's just not the show. But now, like rewatching it all, I'm like, I still laugh. Like, it is just funny with or without the audience.
It's like The In-Betweeners. That's a show. It don't have a laughing track, but it's fucking hilarious. And you
Shows
laugh every
shouldn't
time.
need a laughing track because it is just. It's like
It
pandering.
just should
It's
be
like
funny.
you should laugh now.
Yeah.
You should laugh
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
like,
yeah. It's like holding up a sign that says laugh or applause.
Yeah. Oh, there's a really good episode of Sunny actually that just references all what we've talked about.
Oh, I can't wait to get to that one.
Yeah, it's just like I think it's like Gangmates TV show or no, it's anyway. It's just a great episode. But they say all this stuff and it's like Charlie says, "Oh, now the laughing's there. I know when to laugh." Like, and it's so true.
Yeah, just for idiots.
It's Always Sunny podcast episode coming soon.
Yeah, we gotta just make sure Josh has a way to record his own voice.
Yeah, and also I want you to finish it entirely first.
Okay, well, now I've finished watching The Tiger King, which we'll now circle back to. I will be able to watch Sunny again.
Yeah.
Go back to my regular programming.
But yeah, Tiger King, man, it's just something. It's something, and it's a cool insight to like see the animals, and like, don't get me
the
wrong,
main
everyone
thing
in the
for
world
me-
wants a baby tiger cub. They are fucking cute. They're adorable, but
Yeah.
and it's like one of the best quotes in the whole show is like, if you own a large cat, you're basically owning a lot a time bomb, like.
Yeah.
Because
they talked about that time where that guy he just let out all these animals and killed himself.
oh yeah, you just
Mate,
fucking
that's a cool. We should have a whole podcast just on that.
yeah, 100%, because that is something that should in
That could have
itself be
happened.
enough to pass the law of let's not own
Yeah.
more than like one big cat.
No, even that's too much. It's like
Yeah, but it's
nuclear
America,
bombs.
they're gonna
one
fucking-
is too many.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but that's not one of the fucking amendments, is it?
true.
like,
but they
everyone
think
should get one
anything's their
tiger.
amendment. Like the right
Mate,
to bear
Americans
arms, but it's like that was written fucking 400 years ago, mate.
Yeah, this is the thing. It was written when guns took about 5 minutes to reload, not guns that can shoot out 30 rounds a second.
Yeah, exactly. And like that's as well. Like this fucking Joe Exotic was going to the shop every day buying grenades, buying guns,
Yeah,
buying bullets. And I was just like, fuck me. Imagine
like
that being a part of your daily routine.
when they showed like all the guns on the rack, I was like, fucking hell, how is that just readily available for any American to go fucking buy? And they wonder why they have so many fucking shootings.
America,
Like
as
they
we
had
said before, is
it
just
looked
a
like the
business.
fucking it looks like fucking have you done like the trial modes on Call of Duty? Because you get to like walk up and choose your gun and there's just guns on the rack
Yeah,
and
I
it
know
just
which.
looked like that.
Yeah.
And it's like that's the fucking like an army simulator sort of thing. Not fucking just your local shop.
No,
Like Walmart is like basically like Asda is like part of the Walmart company. So it's basically like imagine you went to Asda, you have like the little calf there, maybe McDonald's if you're lucky in Asda, got the pharmacy, then guns.
Timpson's. Yeah, Timpson's key cut in,
Like just right next to the
and then
clothes.
yeah,
Like
just.
Asda George.
But that's like we're not even allowed to sell shop like metal. Not even like the sharp ones. Like we're not even allowed to sell knives to people under the age of like 21 or 18. But there, you can just pretty much go in at any age, well not any age, but over the right age,
Not any age.
and get a gun. And not just a gun. You can get 7 guns. You can get 700
You
guns.
can get a fucking assault rifle. Like not just a gun, like just like not like a shotgun that you may use to protect your home, like a fucking assault rifle that's used in the fucking army.
You know what? I think a good argument for it all is like everyone, most Americans are like, oh, well, I have a right to own a gun. It's all right then, but you just can't buy it anymore. If you want a gun that bad, fucking make one.
Or they
Because they're not going to
should
be smart enough
all
to make a gun, are they?
no, you can definitely find out how to make gun online. People 3D print guns,
True. But still,
but
they should shouldn't
there
be
needs to
allowed.
be tighter laws on it, man.
Yeah,
Like
there's
it's
too much money in it. That's the thing. Look, Joe Exotic,
but
one guy
that's the same
spending
with like
that much every day.
the whole healthcare thing.
Mm,
Like why healthcare is not free? There's just so much fucking money in it. Like I've said to you before, like America's just a fucking it's just the biggest business in the world.
100%. And it's
They don't care about their citizens. It's like if they make me money, they can live here. If they don't, they're fucked. They can go. That's why no one. That's why like no one cares about homeless people.
mm,
Because if anything, like the government just sees them as leeches. Like oh, they don't do anything for us. We're not. Why should we give them jobs?
exactly. The fucking. I'm so glad I was never born in America. Because I'd like
Yeah,
to go there maybe on holiday, but I would never like to go there for more than like 10 days.
I think the only other country I'd like to have been born in would be Canada.
Yeah,
It's like
Canada.
I think like when it comes to English speaking countries, Canada and England are like the neutral ground for
I,
anything.
yeah, I know.
Like America's just fucked up. New Zealand, Australia, they just got fucking animals that'll just kill you easily. Canada has like bears and stuff, but like I'd rather that than a fucking spider that'll hide in your shoe and kill you.
Mate, every country's got their perks and flaws.
We don't have any perks. The NHS man, that's the fucking
The biggest perk.
it's probably the thing I'm most thankful for about the UK.
Yeah, 100%.
And when like obviously the prime minister thing was going on, who's going to be new prime minister. It was all about like who's gonna are they gonna privatize the NHS? And I hope that after this they realize how much the public need the NHS.
Yeah, oh yeah, after this they won't. I think that's like one of the silver linings this has caused as well. It's kind of been like, oh shit, we all need the NHS.
Yeah, and fuck it, I hope they start paying nurses and doctors more, and anyone else that works in the NHS.
That's like that guy, the fucking, oh, what's his name? But anyway, he's like, oh, now's not the time to talk about NHS pay rises. And it's like, well, it kind of actually is. Like, this is more than a time of any to talk about NHS pay rises.
The thing is, the time to talk about NHS pay rises was about 5 years ago.
Yeah,
For like
exactly.
the last 20 years,
But even like
it's
now
stupid that it's
more.
even a question that nurses and doctors should be paid more or not. Of course they fucking do. They're saving lives on a daily basis.
Have you ever seen the show Derek, the Ricky Gervais one?
Nah.
Oh, so it's a wonderful show, really emotional roller coaster throughout. But one of the great lines in it is, it's like because she runs an old people's home, and the guy
Yeah.
comes in and is like, "Well, you're over budget." And she's like, "I don't like it. Costs what it costs. Like I'm not splashing out. Like I'm literally just feeding and giving these people the best life I can, with the
Yeah.
like cheapest food, and I'm tightening everything. Like it's not like I'm not wrong because I'm over budget. Like you're just wrong because your shitty little guess was over what it was." Like, and
Yeah,
it's
and
so true. Like, it does just cost what it costs. Like, there shouldn't be a budget when it comes to healthcare.
and linking that back to the Tiger King, having like the fucking Walmart trucks come in to feed your animals is not a way to feed your animals. Like him not being able to buy premium cuts of meat or whatever they need to feed these fucking animals. Don't have that many. You don't need 127 tigers. And in one of the first episodes, so one of them made a point that tigers need like 400 kilometers or like 4,000 kilometers. Like that's their
As their
range. And they
territory,
have
and
like 20 fucking 50 feet, square feet of land
yeah, it's
for like
ridiculous, isn't it?
7 of them. It's just, this is the thing, like, if you watch this and the main thing you think about isn't that these animals don't need better care in like America, then you're watching it for the wrong reasons.
100%. And it's also
Like
if
yeah,
you
all this
see,
other stuff is like a secondary fault, but like the main thing is these animals are not being treated in any of these places. They need to go somewhere that cares about their conservation. Because the thing that I was thinking the whole time throughout this is, where are the ones that are giving birth to the babies? Because they're pumping out babies every week. Where are the fucking tigers? Like, I want to see what's like in the behind the
true, because
scenes.
everything we would just see, we just saw. Like, what about the half that we haven't seen?
Yeah, I want to, because you see like puppy farms. You
Hmm.
get the mums. They like have like massive nipples. They can barely move. They're always weak because they're giving birth and the puppies are draining all the energy by drinking the milk. Where there's gonna be tigers there that look like that, and we just never saw any of that
Well,
in
as
any of the things.
that's like at the end, like the director like put up, or like producer, he said like we would have asked more questions and been more like ruthless, but we had such like good access, we didn't want to say anything to tread on their toes and ruin it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
literally just all of their story came
Film what
through
they
editing,
wanted. Yeah.
like and but yeah, it
But
was
it's even like at the end when the fucking dodgy guy who stole Joe Exotic's place, he was even like when he was talking about, oh, did I set him up? Well, if you think talking to him and putting a microphone or filming it is setting him up, or like did I push him towards it? Well, maybe like sometimes yeah. It's like yeah, you're setting him up.
yeah,
That's why I don't think it was real. I think he was pushing him to say certain things that led him, like even if he did offer this guy money to do it, I reckon he got pushed towards it because he thought these other people had his back to do it, but they were just trying to push him out. Because it's just, because think of it, like none of them are mates, they're just competitors.
yeah, they're all business people. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's the
wouldn't even
thing,
say
they're just
business
exploiting
cunts.
these animals for money. And that's the thing, like animals are always the victim in stuff like this.
Yeah, it's the sad truth.
Like, and they're defenseless because the worst one of, in my opinion, one of the worst things about humanity is that we don't care about any other species as much as we care about ourselves.
Yeah, it's sad. It's a sad truth, and obviously that's not for the
Like
for everyone, but it is for the majority of
it
people.
is, yeah, yeah, because animals, they don't produce enough money for us.
But
This is
that's
the
the thing.
thing,
It's
this is
not
why
about
the
money. It's just we are all equal.
but this is why the rainforests and stuff get burnt down, because they
What?
get burnt down for farms. Because what makes more money, this fucking orangutan's home or fucking
True.
palm oil every day, man.
Well, I like to believe nature has a funny way of sorting itself out, or karma as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
You know.
Well, just like all the fucking like the ozone layer is repairing itself at this time apparently,
Yeah, the
because
P-zone
all the
layer is doing
pollution's
pretty
gone.
well for itself as well.
Shut up.
But I just want to say one more thing about Tiger King, and that is,
Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna play your harmonica.
Huh?
I thought he was gonna play your harmonica.
No, I actually won't. No, I'm joking.
You are now, though, aren't you?
No, one last thing is the show, as we've said, clearly it shows you the life and it gets you wrapped up in the characters and not the meaning. And I think a lot, like, it's not just with that show, it's with a lot of shows and everything else in life. Let's look at the bigger picture. Let's look at stuff that does matter. Let's not invest our time into these stupid egotistical characters, not just on this show, on any show. Let's, instead of binging that series that you've seen 7 times, for them 2 hours, why don't you go out, or why don't you try and see if you can, well, obviously not at the moment, but try and see if you can do anything to help the planet in any way. Why don't you plant something in your garden? Why don't you just every little step will help into rebuilding this planet and possibly making it have a bright future. Maybe not for our generation, but for our kids.
And like, if everyone even did like a little thing, in the grand scheme of things, it would matter.
Yeah, and obviously, like, the biggest littlest thing you could do is hit that subscribe button, like our videos, share us, and if you fund us, we will save the planet. At 1 million subscribers, we'll go to the rainforest and we'll have a wank. That's a deal.
We'll wank for the Amazon.
Wank for the Amazon. See you at 1 mil, boys.
Yeah. Bye.